Hi, welcome to this Open Security Summit that today we're going to focus on one of our new projects, which is the DevSecOps project. And the idea is just to present some of the stuff that we have done, explore ideas for the future, plan what we can do next, and this is kind of an internal session, sort of for basically the Open Security Summit, participants and organizers, and of course that anybody can participate and be involved in the Open Security Summit. So let's kind of start. So what we've done is we have fundamentally created this concept of projects, and in a nutshell, the idea of the project is to leverage, first of all, the amazing content that we have published in the past. Right, so we had some really, really insane, powerful sessions that we've done in the past, but at the moment they kind of get lost in the middle of this, right? So it's very, very hard to find. So, for example, if I want to say, how can I find a threat modeling session on a summit? You almost actually, I realized I was not online. I can actually go. This was just my local environment. So it's almost easier today to Google. For example, this, then to actually go to a page about it, right? So, because you should have a bunch. And so again, you could see, like, look at these really, really cool sessions, but how do you get it, right? And we even have tracks. So like, here's a good example. This is from the 2019 summit, right? There's some really cool sessions, really cool materials, really great stuff that we've done. And a lot of these actually created some really cool outcomes and created some very good materials and even references, right? So, what we want to do is now consolidate a lot of these, right, into a place where you can actually go to it. And the idea is go to projects, DevSecOps. And at the moment, we started to add some of the videos here, but we need a lot more content, right? So a better way to structure this. So, but you can see here, like, it's already, there's some pretty amazing, right, sessions that we've now mapped here, and then we've put it in this environment that we now want to find a better way to package, and that's fundamentally the question here. If we have a place where, for example, we are normalizing and mapping out the DevSecOps projects, what section should you have? What structure should you have? What is the best way to present this content in a way that is consumable and in a way that puts justice to the quality that we have here? So at the moment, this content, the first structure of this is based on the data in our Git. So basically the entire website, and if you haven't seen the entire website, although it feels database driven, you can see, you can go on things, you can click around, etc. Right? It's actually a Hugo based website, and Hugo is a static site generator, which basically means that all the pages are created from GitHub, which is pretty awesome, right? So what you have is, as you make changes here, in this case, for example, on DevSecOps page, we then have, the information then is basically published, right, on the site, which is pretty cool, right? And that's kind of how we manage this whole thing, right? And it makes a big difference. So you can see here, right? So if you look at these pages, you can see that the active members. Wait, am I not muted here? Right. Oh. Okay. So if you look at this, this active members this list that you have here comes directly from the list that is there. And probably if not all the names are shown is because, actually that might be one of the problems, but also it probably because it doesn't match the name of the actual page. So we need to fix this a little bit. But you could see that the idea is that we put the description, we put the active members. This has the highlight videos. There's a sponsor for it. And the idea is to add as much content that we have here, but also to create more pages in this. So the objective is to create an area here that each project can manage and each project can add content, etc. So one of the ideas I was thinking that we can add here is we can add FAQ pages, where to start, for example, like what is DevSecOps? So it's almost like, think of this as a wiki, right? Great website resources, and then all of that should be linked from here, right? So we can have pages and content pages, and then I can start to navigate up and down, and even maybe the videos with some metadata have extra information on it. So we can think about what is the best way to manage this, right? And I guess there's already some good crowd here, right? So again, and Andre, Jerkin, others, DM, what would you want to see, right, from a DevSecOps project, right? Like what are the things that will help you to learn more, will help you to link resources, right? Share with your team. What can we do, for example, on DevSecOps, that will be quite useful, here. Any ideas? All right. So this is kind of what we I think the challenge here is exactly that, right? Is how to collaborate, right? How to also find a place where you can put your ideas. So the other thing that we have, which we haven't linked here, is a Slack channel. So I really want to make sure that we link the Slack channel to here, so you can usually find the Slack channel, and we basically can easily collaborate. And that's kind of it, right? Like, so this kind of this could be a shorter session, right? The logic is just to introduce the DevSecOps bit. Is to show what we have there, and then and then prepare this for maybe a session we can have on the next summit, where we can basically start exploring and look at the next version of this page and start seeing what works, what doesn't work, and what is the best way to present this content, including the fact that there's a number of these sessions that also should have slides, which basically will allow us to also add the content of the slides to here. So, and actually, finally, the comment, this also allows the sponsorship, which one of the things we want to do is find basically more corporate sponsors for the summit, and they should be sponsoring the projects that they care about, so then we can fund more work and development work on the project. So hopefully creates a nice feedback loop around the projects. So any questions? All right. And if not, I think we can end the session here. We'll share this